we are going to do Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm going to try to avoid all spoilers here. So the plot here, our main character Miles lives in a world where Spider-Man is a thing. He gets bit by a radioactive spider, problem in New York with these spiders, and has to become the new Spider-Man in order to stop Kingpin from destroying the universe with this machine that goes through multiple realities, parallel dimensions. Kingpin made this device because his family was killed and he wants to grab his family from another dimension and bring them here, which kind of screws over another Kingpin who would probably just do it right back. So it doesn't work, and if he keeps trying to use it, he's going to destroy the world. He ends up bringing spider people from other parallel universes to our world, and they train Miles to become the new Spider-Man. Stop Kingpin and get these other people to their own worlds. And because they're not from this world, being here is slowly killing them, which also means that what Kingpin is trying to do will be he's actually going to murder his family all over again if he does this. And I suppose you could argue that why doesn't Spider-Man just show him that information? Now we have a ticking clock. We have to stop Kingpin from making this thing because he'll destroy the world. And if we don't use this machine of his to get these other spider people back to their world, they're going to die. So going in, I had some concerns. Two main concerns. One was the fact that it's Sony making a Spider-Man property. Sony's not always great at that. Sometimes they are. Also, I was concerned when I kept finding out that it was going to have a variety of different kinds of artwork in this animated movie, all coexisting on the same screen. I thought, I don't know if that's going to work. I am happy to say I am wrong on both accounts. This is a great movie. I was blown away. I really did not expect this to be so good. The different kinds of artwork is amazing. It's beautiful. Not all of it works for me because it's such a variety of art. Some of it just isn't going to work. Like the design for Kingpin in this movie, that didn't work for me personally, but most of it, it's gorgeous. Song choices in here were on point, and that brings me to a very cool thing that occurred to me as I was watching this movie, that I could actually mute this movie and just play music as a music video. The audience member would understand everything that's going on. You would not be lost in the slightest. That is how good this movie is at being a motion picture, a story told through moving pictures. It does not rely on dialogue at all. If you check out my review for Mortal Engines, you will find that I complain that there's so much is explained through dialogue, so little is shown. If you try to make a music video out of that movie, you would not understand what the hell is going on. You wouldn't have a clue. Whereas with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, you would not lose much. Not that you wouldn't lose anything. Here's what you would lose. It wouldn't be anything to do with the plot. But there are a lot of jokes that are told verbally that you obviously would lose. And then there's the Stan Lee tribute. Oh my God. This is the best Stan Lee tribute ever. It is the best Stan Lee tribute ever. I feel like Stan knew he was on his way out, because this absolutely feels like these are the last words to my fans. I'm not going to lie, I teared up. I almost would have liked to have seen this movie done as a music video, and just for Stan Lee's part, stop the music, we're going to hear what he has to say, put the music back on and keep going. I almost feel like that would have even been better. I'm not 100% on that, and I loved what I got with this movie. The dialogue is good, and it would be kind of a shame to lose those if you did do a music video of this, because, as I say, the jokes land. And the dialogue is great. There's a lot of payoff with things that characters say early on. The movie is so disciplined. There's just nothing that doesn't need to be there. Everything serves a purpose. All of it. There is no fat to trim off this movie. In the beginning, I keep thinking I'm seeing things that aren't really important or just kind of setting the mood. And then it just turns out like, no, that's important. This was important. This had there was some subtle thing in there that needed to be there to tell this story and tell us what we need to know about this character's arc. So let's talk about our main character. Obviously, he has big shoes to fill, okay? He's got to be the new Spider-Man in a universe that already has a Spider-Man. They want to make this character nerdy, but cool. You know, Sam Raimi's Peter Parker is likable, and he is nerdy. He's not cool. Garfield Spider-Man, very cool, not nerdy. not even likable. Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And I know I did switch from director to actor in describing which Spider-Man I'm talking about, but I'm sure you're following. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is definitely nerdy. He is not cool. And it's a hard thing to pull off. How do you make a character both? This character is both. And I love how they tell us things about this character. He's very smart. Have him fail a test with a whole bunch of true and false questions and have the teacher call him on it. It's impossible for someone to accidentally get every answer wrong on this test unless they were doing it on purpose. So now we know he doesn't want to be here. He's trying to flunk out. But we also know he's damn smart. He should have got 100. Usually when we have Peter Parker make jokes, you're trying to do it by keeping him likable but not making him an obnoxious asshole. And it works with this because this character, he makes the jokes, but it's awkward. And it also helps to really endear you to him. And there's a lot of straight up meta humor in it too. It's almost Deadpool-ish in its meta humor. Mortal Engines has so much padding and can't stay on point and deviates from its own character's arc so much, where Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has got that shit locked down. Critics, take note. Filmmakers, take note. You know how complaint people love to make about how something can't be formulaic and fresh and new? This movie can tell you to shut the fuck up. This is a movie that follows that formula, and yet it is so fresh and different. And don't get me wrong, formulas are guidelines. When somebody's just not working in a story, it's usually because you deviate from that formula. And if you reel it in, it works a bit better. And a lot of people shy away from that and complain that, rob it of the ability to be creative, it'll kill the creativity, it'll make it too predictable. This movie proves you wrong. So negatives, rooms for improvement. There's one scene where this character finds, I don't want to be spoilery, he finds someone he knows who is dead. You think in that scene he hasn't identified the body yet because the face is away from him and he's not really reacting. And then just without any transition at all, he's just like, oh God, I can't believe you're dead. It's like, wait, you knew that was him? You didn't react up until just now. It felt like there was supposed to be the whole turning of the face. Oh my God, but it's one take, so it's not as if something got edited out. I'm not really sure what happened there, but that could have been a better scene. Right? I am reaching for something to bitch about here, just so I have something constructive to offer. And I don't know. This might honestly be just about the best version of itself. If you're any kind of fan of film or art of really just about any kind, this is worth going and seeing. Sony, do this. Shouldn't the heroes of SEAL Team 6 be doing commercials? Wouldn't you buy a product if one of them told you to? What gives me the power to put a bullet through Osama bin Laden's face? Try it, motherfucker! Ooh, I thought of something. Dr. Octopus, Octavius's daughter, niece or something, she is one of the bad guys in this movie, and she discovers that the spider people from the other parallel universes brought here, that's killing them, and if they don't go home soon, they're gonna die. So she knows that. She's working for Kingpin. She knows he's making it to bring replacement family members for his dead family here. Why didn't she tell him, hey, wait, no, it turns out that's actually gonna kill him. You're just gonna kill another set of family members if you bring them here. It doesn't make sense that she didn't tell him that. There, I found something. I don't care. It's still a great movie. Go see this movie. I'm being an ass.